As time has gone on within classrooms, it has been a constantly changing environment to adapt to learning needs of the students. It is not just the classroom that is becoming more dependent on technology, but also the world is becoming more technologically dependent. We can either adapt with the rest of the world in the classroom or get left behind. It is important for teachers of today to incorporate different types of technology into the classroom so that the students can truly get the full amount of knowledge from the teacher. A major type of technology that has come out in recent years that teachers and students have started to use more and more in the classroom are laptops. These laptops have been opening up teachers to expand what they are teaching to the students each day. Although, along with laptops, there are always some controversy when introducing new technology into the classroom. With the use of laptops, many parents have concerns about what websites their child will have access to. Another concern is if their students are using laptops during classroom time, will they be doing schoolwork or surfing their favorite websites? In order to make this a more specific inquiry, the focus of laptop use will be pinpointed on the elementary and the high school level. It is pretty obvious that once a student enters into the college level, that they will be using the laptop anyway in most classroom scenarios. With high school students, parents and teachers have been pretty open to the idea of letting their students use laptops in the classroom because they should be mature enough to handle the responsibility of laptop use. The bulk of controversy over laptop use, however, comes from younger grades, and this is because of the questionable sites that their students may come across. To begin with, I'll start off with some literature reviews on different laptops use in the classroom. The first journal article that was reviewed was Laptop Computers in the Elementary Classroom, Authentic Instruction for At-Risk Students. During this period of research, a set of laptops was introduced into a classroom of students who were of low economic status. Specifically, the research examined classroom management techniques and aspects of authentic learning relative to the student projects and activities. The point of putting these laptop computers in these low economic status schools is because with the ever-changing legislature that is demanding more and more out of the curriculum, sometimes these students get left behind by lack of means. The hope of this research is that students will be able to enrich their minds and be able to advance much further into the school than would have been previously possible without the use of laptops. The teachers and researchers wanted to get the students' minds flowing with new ideas and creativity while learning. The students' computers had a security put in them that only allowed them to go on certain sites that were educational, which helped with the focus in the schoolwork. Within the research, the researchers will talk to and interview the students and the teacher to see how they are reacting to the laptop use. The laptops were stored in the classroom and were available on an as-needed basis throughout the day. The result of this research was that laptops were in excellent use in this classroom, and students were enthused to take part and use the laptops, for the most part did not abuse them, and it increased their learning potential and helped many achieve higher grades. The next journal article was called Cognitive, Social, Motivational Health Aspects of Students in Laptop Classrooms. This research was done to see how high school students react to the use of laptops within the classroom. The students were 17 or 18 years of age, so they were of a good maturity level. The research would look on the effects on cognitive performances, social atmosphere, communication, motivation, and aspects of strain were investigated when laptops were integrated in the classroom. The study had a total of 27 students who had laptops and 22 students who would learn in a traditional manner. All of the students were from a same private Austrian school, and their learning abilities and curve were recorded with using tests and questionnaires. Results of the tests and questionnaires showed that laptop students had better spatial abilities and computer skills, furthermore, higher participation and learning interests. Motivation and pressure to perform were found in laptop classrooms. So basically, in conclusion, that this group of students who use laptops were better off in the classroom than without them. The next journal comes from the Journal of Computer Assisted Living, and it is called What Added Value Does a One-to-One Student-to-Laptop Ratio Bring to Technology-Supported Teaching and Learning? This study was taken at one school in a group of 7th, 6th, and 8th graders. The data was collected and came from formal and informal interviews that were taking place with teachers and students. The laptops would only be allowed to be used for educational uses only, and the school had a program that would block sites that were deemed inappropriate. This made it much easier for the teachers to monitor the students and create a better learning environment. Overall, what the researchers gathered from the students' time with the laptops is that it is a positive in the classroom, and students were able to enhance their learning and take in a lot more information than without using laptops. However, another point the research made was that teachers need to be truly educated on computers and their workings in order to better manage their classroom and enhance learning. The next source is about the use of laptops from kindergarten all the way till 12th grade. It is called Laptop Computers in the K-12 Classroom. This journal article is not much of a study, but moreover a paper of facts. It starts off talking about why computers are becoming more popular all over the world and why they're becoming an important part of the classroom. It then goes on to talk about how the transition periods have been for integrating laptops in the classroom, and according to this journal, it has been a fairly smooth process for teachers and students to begin to use laptops in the classroom and are excited to learn using new tools. The schools would often start by putting a few computers into each classroom, and as time would go on, depending on how the students reacted, they would eventually have enough laptops for every student to use one. Along with the integration of laptops in the classroom, it has been noted that a great amount of positive have come from the use of laptops. Specific benefits include increased student motivation, a shift toward more student-centered classroom environments, a better school attendance, and students not using laptops. According to this journal, it is apparent that there is a large amount of upsides that come from the integration of laptops in the classroom. Also, in the end of this journal, it makes note that it can never be a certain thing whether or not laptops will be a permanent part of the classroom or just a phase that all schools are going through. But while it is a popular tool in the classroom, it is also a positive one. This last study looked at was another one about laptops within inner city schools and troubled kids. It is called Learning with Laptops, Implementations and Outcome in an Urban and Underprivileged School. This program was one that implemented laptops into the classrooms of low-income schools to see how much they would benefit. The researchers collected qualitative and quantitative data while the students were using the laptops. They took the data collected from the students with laptops and compared it to the students who did not have laptops who were also engaged in the study. The main point made by this study was that teachers really need to be educated on technology, but of course most of the teachers need to be educated on laptops and all their functions. A quote from the article says, "Results of the study revealed that in the hands of a well-prepared teacher, laptops enable disadvantaged students to engage in powerful learning experiences. Overall, the study proved that students using laptops in the classroom truly does enhance the learning environment." So with all the scholarly journals, it is shown that laptops are a positive thing in the classroom, and also that students would be benefiting more by making it a classroom more oriented toward the students themselves. Along with looking at these scholarly journal articles, there was also some data that I collected myself on the feelings that students have about using laptops in the classroom. I asked a set of 20 high school girls from Lincoln East High School what their feelings were on laptops in the classroom. These girls were of the age range of 15 to 18 years old. The girls gave me the information I needed by taking part in a survey. Most of the girls responded favorably toward the use of laptops in the classroom. They felt it would be a much added educational tool that would help them learn even more information than they already are in the classroom. One major question that I asked the girls was what subject would best benefit from laptop use in the classroom. The girls came up with these responses. Math had 5% of the vote. History had 45% of the vote, science had 40% of the vote, English had 10%, and art had 0. So it was quite obvious that history had the most laptop use that the girls felt would be necessary in the classroom. Another major activity that the girls also rated was what major activity would benefit most from laptop use in the classroom. Their options were research assignments, in-class activity, reading articles, and studying for tests. A research assignment would be writing a paper or doing extensive research for a group project. An in-class activity would be just doing a worksheet or a small activity in class. Reading articles would be finding research articles and using them to expand on your subject being taught. And studying for tests is pretty self-explanatory. Well, the girls answered in the following way. 42% said they would use laptops for research assignments. 30% said they would use it for in-class activities. 23% said they would use it for reading articles, and 5% said they would use it for studying for tests. In conclusion, according to the research conducted in the 5 scholarly reviewed journal articles that I looked at, all of them seem to be in favor of the use of laptops in the classroom. Teachers, although, need to be educated on their functions and be able to operate them efficiently. Also, the information that I collected from the high school girls proved that they would have liked to have used laptops in the classroom more often than they had the opportunity to, especially when they were in elementary school. One thing further that could stand to be studied is what teachers need to learn in order to effectively use laptops in the classroom. And this concludes the presentation on laptop use in the classroom.